Hello, Aquarius. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Aquarius. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. I am here with two different decks this week. We are looking at Lenormand and the Kipper. This is going to be for the overall energy for the week ahead, Aquarius. If you've never been here before, I am a reader that reads always for the week ahead. So no matter whenever you get this today, next year, next week, it's always going to be for the week ahead. We are going to look at these cards first for the overall energy. And then we're going to pull out some tarot and find out what else is going on here. Aquarius, if you are my ride or die and you're here all the time lately, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you. If you are not yet a part of this beautiful Aquarius tribe and you want to be, there is a subscription button down in the bottom right-hand corner of this little box where I live here if you're interested in all of these shenanigans. Here we go. Let's find out what's going on for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. Aquarius, tell me what's going on. Tell me what is going on. What's the most important thing that Aquarius needs to know for the week ahead? Aquarius, you're about to get a bird's eye view on something here. There is something here that's worth exploring deeper. And I feel like whatever you're willing to explore at this time, it feels like it is something that is interesting you in the way of growing some sort of roots. I feel like you are ready to settle down, I want to say, but you're not absolutely sure where, when, or with whom, I feel like. And I think that's why we've got 5 here as the number that we're dealing with. It's a little bit of lack. Now, I feel like you have a direction. I feel like you know what you want and you have a direction, but you don't know with whom you want that with. And I feel, are going to come to that realization quite soon. With this bottom of the deck here, we do have the labyrinth, right? It makes me feel like you've been wandering about trying to figure out what you want. We have somebody who's got doves above their head. They're wearing red. They're in the center. And, as we're wandering about in the labyrinth here, we can find places where we're like, oh, that's the wrong way to go. That's the wrong person. I got to go the other way. And it feels like you've been wandering around for a bit. We do have card number 43, though. So I feel like you are going to put someone under the magnifying glass, possibly. And 4 and 4 is 8. Maybe it's yourself. Maybe you're putting yourself under the magnifying glass. But card number 43 is a 7. And for me, 7s are always about heaven and divinely orchestrated things. So I said the bird's eye view because that's what the tower is. This tower in the Lenormand is very different from the one in the tarot. We do have interesting numbers here, though. I'm all about the numbers, right? So we've got 41, which is a 5, and then we have a 5. When I have more than one 5 show up in a reading here, to me, that is going to tell me that there's about to be quick change. I feel like there's about to be quick change because there is something that you are getting the bird's eye view on. So this is the tower, and the tower, at the spire is where at the top we can see everything a lot clearer than if we're on the ground. So it feels like somebody here is going to get some sort of a bird's eye view on what to do next. It feels like you're going to be moving on from something here. We've got the 6 of Swords in the bottom right-hand corner. It feels like you're going to be moving on from a situation that you now see clearly. We've got the sun in the background here, which tells me that there is clarity and an aha moment or a breakthrough. The sun is breaking through the clouds. And so it feels like with card number 19, again, numbers 1 and 9 is 10, and 10 breaks down to a 1, which is the beginning of something. So I feel like there's a quick change that's about to happen here for you, my friend. I feel like if you've been feeling confused about who you want or what you want or how to get out of the labyrinth, I feel like you're going to get some clarity in the week ahead, and something new is going to begin here. It feels like, yeah, some sort of clarity that you're about to come across. Let's find out what else is going on here. We've got the Kipper. Tell me more about Aquarius, please. We've got this card of the tree, right? This is the tree of life. And so for me, it tells me because there's 10 pentacles on the tree of life, it could be just about anything. You could be looking for a long-term relationship. You could be looking for, a place where you just want to grow your roots at a job, or maybe you're going to quit your job and go to a business or a different career path possibly. But the well tells me that you're willing to explore. You're willing to dig deep and explore and find out what is in the darkness, right? Because when we get into the well, things can get a little shady, right? What I mean by shady is we don't really know what's down there because it's very dark. It can be daunting. But I feel like we're looking at we're looking at sun that's breaking through the clouds, and then we're also looking at the sunshine that's coming around this bucket here. So it feels like you're about to explore something, and I feel like it is something that is going to, I'm going to say, give you some sort of a feeling of balance. I want to say balance, or aha. Like it's an aha, sort of. I'm looking at 14 here, and that's the number of temperance. And temperance is about the balance. I finally now have the moment of alchemy where everything is perfect and I can make a decision. And I think that the moment of alchemy comes with a message of concern. It feels like that maybe you receive a message or you get a message. We'll clarify just a little bit and find out what's going on there. But it feels like this message is now going to make more sense to you. Maybe you receive a message in the week ahead. This message is going to make far more sense to you because you're having some sort of a breakthrough in the week ahead. So you're going to be looking at this message of concern in a very different way than you've looked at it before. There is somebody here who has expectations of exploration. It does feel like it could be a feminine. Look, we do have a woman's body here, but I'm just going to say we don't know what energy's in there. This could be a masculine leaning person within a woman's body. This could be a woman who is feminine in a woman's body. So let's just take it as it resonates with energies. So there is expectation. I'm going to say, if it's you with the expectation, be careful, because you may be expecting something that is not going to happen. You may be expecting something that you think that is arriving, but I think that you're supposed to explore it further or take a deeper look. There may be someone around you who has an expectation about you. I'm looking at it from both ways. And it feels like somebody has an expectation. We got card number 28, which is a 10. We now have two 10s, 10, 10, right? It's like this is the time that something is supposed to happen, some sort of change. It feels like that this 28 here breaking down to a 1, somebody has an expectation that you want to explore something new with them, possibly, because I'm saying so because the courtship card is here, but I really don't think you know what you want, whether you're the feminine or the masculine. The masculine's looking, the man's looking at the woman, and the woman is looking away. So whether you're the feminine or the masculine, either way, it feels like this little cherub here, this little cherub does not have an arrow in the bow and has their eyes covered. Like, I don't think that I really want to do this, or I don't really know what I want, possibly. But I do think that you know what you want is long term. Bottom of the deck is the pathway. And I kind of like that both of these are telling me that you're on the path already. It feels like here that you're about to come to some sort of a realization. Again, we've got sun in the background, sun in the background. We've got sun in the background, right? So it feels like there's some sort of breakthrough, a realization that's coming. And the breakthrough, the realization might cause you to end something here with someone. We do have, again, we've got more synchronicities. Look, I feel like you're being fed information by the universe, but you're not watching for the synchronicities. I feel like it's coming to you in numbers or synchronicities or signs, and I feel like you're not really watching. I feel like you're more waiting, possibly waiting for something to happen, waiting for someone to say something, waiting for a message, waiting to send a message. It feels like a lot of waiting, but it feels like something here is about to change because, again, 19 is, breaks down to a 1, right? Whenever something ends, something then begins. I feel like you're on the right path. I'm going to say you're going to find whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's a new job, whether it's a new relationship, whatever it is, you're going to find it because you're on the right path and you're open to change. We've got all these butterflies here. And you do see that the light is at the end of the path here, or at the end of the tunnel. And for once, it's not a train. Aquarius. This is a good time for you, Aquarius. Look, it's a really good time for you. Everything is going your way. You just need to make the decisions to do the things that you want to do for yourself. So we got Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's look at some tarot and find out what's going on, Aquarius. Aquarius, beginning today, there is a 10% off sale. Please look in the pinned comment. There is a code for 10% off if you wish to have a reading. I did do it in honor of Valentine's Day, but this is not just for love readings, for the private reads. It's for anything. So if you'd like 10% off, go to the pinned comment. You'll see the link and the code there. Tell me more about Aquarius, please. We've got the 10 of Cups. So that's what you're after. I feel like you are after, you just want to be happy. Now, we do see that there's 2 birds, there's baby birds, and, we've got a nest here. It feels like what you're looking for is the ultimate apex of happiness. And for you, it's togetherness. Whether you are young enough to meet somebody and have children, or maybe you already have kids and you want everybody under one roof, I feel like this is ultimately what your goal is here. There you are. We've got you here is the Emperor. Whether you're feminine or masculine, this is a masculine leaning energy, but also has feminine energy. We do have the Two of Swords. So it says to me here that if you want happiness, you must choose it. You have to make a decision. It feels like you're making some sort of a decision here, and whatever the happiness is for you, Aquarius, this does not have to be a love reading if you're not interested in that. This does not have to be a reading about work or money if you're not interested in that. Please use your own perception and your own discernment. So what I'm saying is the Emperor, which is you, and the Emperor is somebody who has wisdom. The Emperor has wisdom, and that person is the person who is making decisions, both the hard ones and the easy ones, and nonetheless, the Emperor is making the best decision for everyone involved, because that is the King of Swords energy, which is you, which is your Aquarius energy. It's also Gemini and Libra energy because we're in a general reading, but the Emperor also has King of Swords energy, whether you're feminine or masculine. So the Emperor needs to make a decision. I feel like there's some sort of a block to your happiness, or you see happiness in the distance, but you're having a hard time making a decision. It feels like you're trying to feel something out here because the eyes are covered. So there's something you're failing to see. And I feel like you're trying to feel it out. There is a decision that needs to be made here. Look at that. It looks like we've got the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups here. So it feels like there is, for some of you, it could be something about wanting to go outside of your comfort zone in terms of love. And what I mean by that is maybe the person that you're thinking about, have your eye on, if this is a reading for love for you, that this is not your usual suspect. Like I'm going to say that maybe you're somebody who is only dating people of a certain race, or you're dating someone of a certain hair color or eye color or of a certain body size. I feel like you are going outside your comfort zone to find love here is what it feels like. We've got the Moon energy. Again, there's an indication here that I feel like with the Seven of Cups and the Moon energy under the Ten of Cups, it feels like things aren't as they seem, or you're not really sure exactly what you want. I haven't really made a decision. I can't really see what it is that I haven't yet seen what it is that I want. We do have the Strength card here. It feels like you're holding yourself back. Look, it feels like somebody here is trying to make a decision. Maybe it's not a job that other people think that you'd be good at. Maybe you are somebody who is in the retail or service industry and you want to be a doctor. And the people around you are saying, what are you talking about? Like there's never been a doctor in our family. Like it feels like you're doing something outside of the norm of your friends or your family or your norm, I'm going to say. Because this is a time for Aquarius to be breaking outside the box. You're the person who thinks outside the box more now than ever because we are in Aquarius season, right? And with all the planetary stuff going on for you, this is now the time to make big moves. We just had a new moon in your energy. It's time for you to make big moves and figure out what it is that you want. The Four of Cups came back out. So it does tell me that the reason that you're stuck here is because this decision is going to be something that you need to make that is outside your norm or outside of your comfort zone. And so we've got trees here, which is also a theme. It looks to me like we've got trees here, shrubs. We've got trees here. It feels like you're really trying to grow roots somewhere. It's like, Elsie, the next person that I meet or the next job that I go to or the next path that I go on is going to be the one. And that's why you're taking your time to make the right decision. There it is. Yeah, you're in the Hanged Man energy. It does feel like you're stalling or that you are hanging there trying to find the reasons why you should or should not do something. The Hanged Man is Pisces energy. So it's telling me that you are looking into your intuitive energy, trying to go with your gut, trying to find a very stable solution to whatever it is that you want. Mostly, I think you're trying to find perspective on the situation because I feel like you're about to do something that's not your norm or not your usual. You're trying to go outside of your comfort zone or about to be pushed outside of your comfort zone possibly. All right, let's clarify some of this and see what's going on here, Aquarius. Tell me about Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius. Tell me about this tower and the message of concern. Because I feel like you get concerned about something or somebody sends you a message that is concerning, But it feels like you have some sort of a breakthrough and you realize now's the time. I've got to act now. It's a moment of alchemy. Card number 14 is the Temperance card. Tell me what's going on here, please, for Aquarius. We've got the Three of Wands. So I feel like you've been waiting for the right time. I want to say, waiting for the right time, looking at your options, casting your spells, looking out there into the future, into the expanse and saying, I really need to figure out what it is that I want. Like, I don't think that you've made a solid decision on who you want or the job you want or the career path you want to take. We do have the Strength card here. So the Strength card is telling me, you know, it's here as well. It's telling me when I see this particular depiction of it, it tells me the storm is behind you. So you're ahead of the storm at this point, and it feels like you're feeling pretty confident, pretty sturdy, very strong. It feels like you know that something is about to go your way. I really think that everything's going your way. You just need to pick a path. I want to say you need to pick a pathway. I feel like you're not going to take the path that is most traveled. I feel like you are breaking ground here, doing something different and outside of your comfort zone. We do have the Ace of Pentacles. You are about to, I feel, invest in something. It's time for you to plant that pentacle. Again, we've got the sun breaking through. And so it feels like you are going to be making a very clear decision after going through some type of tornado or going through some type of big, dark, black storm. Like, it feels like it was a heavy energy. And I feel like you stood the storm because that's coming up on the Strength card. It does feel like there is a message, and I feel like when you get this message, I want to say that the concern is this the place where I want to manifest my Ace of Pentacles? Because the Ace of Pentacles is abundance. It's everything, right? It could be good health, job, money, people, family, love. It could be anything, right? It's the investment that you're making after having gone through some really hard cycle here. And it feels like you're about to expand because now under the sun, the breakthrough you're having, you can see it all. Tell me about the well and expectations. There's an expectations of some sort of exploration here. What's going on here? We've got the Justice card. We've got the Four of Wands. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like the Justice card is telling me that if you decide to explore outside of your comfort zone, I feel like something is restored. It might be the restoration of the mind, the restoration of your faith. It feels like the restoration of stability for sure, but it's also excitement that I'm going to grow something into existence, take action on these four walls, or the Four of Wands tells me that you want an exciting, happy, passionate sort of stability in your life. And I feel like there is somebody who's waiting for you to explore that with them, or maybe you're waiting for the right time to explore it with someone. The Nine of Pentacles is here. So I want to say that you're in an energy where you're feeling really abundant and very confident. You can have whatever you want. I feel like you've gone through some sort of really hard time frame where I feel like the storm has honed you into this glow up, like almost forced you into a glow up, looking good on the outside, on the inside. And I want to say that nobody helped you. Nobody helped you find your stability. Nobody helped you with this justice here. I want to say that you're the person who has grown it all by yourself. And now I feel like you are waiting to possibly explore something with someone else who possibly has an expectation that you might be showing up here. Tell me about this Tree of Life and Courtship, please. What's going on here? We've got the Page of Cups. So this is somebody who's a new interest for you. If this is a love interest, for those of you who this is not love, it feels like this is going to be a new path that you're taking. And it's close to your heart. I feel like it's something that maybe you didn't expect would happen, that you would be growing roots with someone. For those of you who are looking at this as love, I feel like you're surprising yourself, or it's a surprising turn of events is what it feels like. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune's here somewhere. We might see it, but it feels like a surprising turn of events that you don't yet see coming here. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Queen of Swords. Very interesting. So for those of you who are looking at this as trying to make a decision of going outside the box or outside of your comfort zone to possibly court somebody who you've never really courted before, I feel like, again, there's a choice between two. I did a reading about this last week, I believe it was for you, where there was two people, one decision. We have someone here who is in their water energy. They don't have to be a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer, but I feel it's someone who is in their water energy. So it does feel like somebody here who is compassionate and kind and loving, psychic or empathic, someone who might be a mother or a father, someone who cares for others and is always very kind and compassionate with others. Then there's somebody here who's a Queen of Swords. And this person, although can also be a mother, is a divorcee. This is somebody who's been scorned or somebody who has left a situation because they felt like they couldn't speak for themselves. And now the pendulum has swung. Now they are standing up for themselves. Now they are saying what they want. They're being very honest. This person has a lot of respect of their peers, but nobody really is their friend, I would say. This person doesn't easily make friends. What they do is they attract people who are honest and truthful. So I feel like and I'm not saying that either one is better than the other. I feel like what we're looking at here is the Queen of Swords is somebody who has some pretty tight boundaries because they've been hurt before. This person is the one who is probably going to be your match because they are somebody who is the Queen of Swords, and you could be the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords. But we do have somebody who's, this could also, please understand, be the energy of one person, right? We could be looking at halfway to the Empress, because we do have pre-Empress energy here in this reading. So this could be someone who is the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, somebody who is about to speak very plainly and honestly and truthfully about the depth of their feelings, and this might be a surprise for you. This could also be you, that you might be ready to speak about the depths of your feelings with someone else. There's something here that is coming quickly, and I think it's a decision that you're making. I feel like with the Hierophant energy, that I feel like once you make a decision, no one's able to change your mind. I'm going to say, because the Hierophant is Taurus energy. And then we have the Seven of Cups showing up, which is the Seven of Cups, which is surrounding the Tree of Life. It's like you're about to make a decision that you've been overthinking for a while. It's been making you feel a little bit defensive. All right. Let's look again. Let's throw a few more cards across here and find out what else is going on for you, Aquarius. It is the time for something to change, for sure. And I feel like something is going to change quickly. I feel like you are the Emperor and you are looking at pre-Empress energy. Whether you are feminine or masculine, take your side. Doesn't matter to me. That's your business, not mine. Again, we have the Page of Cups showing up here. So I feel like you are making some sort of surprising decision here. One that people wouldn't expect that you would be making, because it's not your usual type of decision. But I want to say that you've been in the labyrinth for so long, bumping into walls, finding the wrong people, finding the wrong career, finding the wrong job path. I feel like you're now finally on the right path. And it feels like here that you are about to, take the higher ground or stand up for yourself. It feels like there's going to be people around you. Got the 6 wands that are pointing at this person who is holding their bow, which is loaded. Now, this is very interesting because this little guy up here has no arrow in the bow, right? But this person does. And so I feel like that you were trying to make a decision about some sort of courtship for some of you. And it feels like with the Seven of Swords here, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Seven of Wands is telling me you're about to make maybe a shocking or a surprising decision, one that other people may not agree with. And I feel like you're going to have other people coming at you saying, really, is that what you're going to do? You've never done anything like that before because it's outside of your comfort zone. But I think you're standing your ground because not only have we seen the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck in the future, but we do have the Strength card. I feel like you're just sort of holding your tongue is what you're doing as the Emperor. You're exacting justice, and you're like, I'm going to get my justice. It's my decision. It doesn't matter to me if you guys like it or not. So I feel like it's going to be a decision that you're making fairly quickly here about possibly a new love interest. It does feel like for some of you that it's a new love interest of some sort. Either could be a water sign or an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or someone who's halfway to the Empress energy. So someone in their pre-Empress energy. It does feel like this Seven of Swords coming up with the Moon energy tells me that you still haven't made your decision as we leave this reading here. And it feels like you will be making that decision quite quickly, so in the week ahead, and it does concern, for some of you, does concern love. I feel like right now is the time where you're preparing. This is the Two of Wands, preparing to make some sort of decision or take action on something here. Yeah, you're holding, it's like you're holding back, or the Death card for me in the reverse is, I don't want to change. I don't want to make this decision because I know there's going to be people in my life who are going to give me negative attention because of the decision that I'm about to make. So I feel like right now you're trying to hold back. You don't really want to make the decision, but it feels like you do have to make a decision here, because I feel like you're going to be, is this whole deck upside down? Yeah, it is. It feels like that it's time for you to come out of hermit mode, I want to say. It's time for you to make a decision. Again, the Page of Swords tells me you've come to a realization or an aha moment. I don't need to investigate this anymore, but it does feel like you've been holding back on taking action about making some sort of decision that I think you're making in the week ahead, regardless of what the subject matter is. There's something here you're going to shock yourself about the action you're taking, but I think you're taking the action because you are the Emperor. You're in charge. You're carrying it all. And I feel like you're the one who's decided that you need someone who is going to be in their pre-Empress energy, someone who understands your energy. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I appreciate you, Aquarius. I'll be back because I'm always back. You guys take care, and I'm out. Bye-bye.